Lon.
I'm Lian, and together we're the Kratzke Sisters.
In this behind the scenes, we'll be answering all of your questions.
3,700 miles away.
I live in Hawaii.
I live in Austin, Texas.
And I'm a hospital doctor.
And I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Sometimes we quarrel, but then the whole world stops till we make up again.
We actually only had one argument. We were working on day number 18 and we were unsure if we wanted to continue with the project. We had a big fight about it, and when we came back, we were committed to completing the project.
After that, anytime we got overwhelmed or frustrated, we would say, the song needs to walk the plank, which was our code for I need a break.
I don't think I cried. I remember having two laughing fits, one for the choreography in Cowtown, and the second when Muriel was trying to sing Light a Rose.
I cried 4 times. The argument, day 50 because it was really hard, day 97 because of last minute changes, more on that later, and when it was over. And as far as laughing fits, all the time.
Why are you laughing?
Go! Give me a moment.
Between the two of us, we purchased 10 hats, 2 dresses, and 1 tube of green face paint. Due to COVID, I had limited interaction with people, but I borrowed clothes from my husband, my tenant, my coworker, and later, my dog walking buddy. Sometimes we made our costume pieces, but a lot of the time, we just improvised with whatever we had.
We were in contact multiple times a day and shared our ideas and deadlines in a spreadsheet.
Songs we were planning from anywhere from 1 to 50 days.
On any given day, we were working on 1 to 8 songs in various stages.
We used Google Drive and WeTransfer.com to share files, and I had a lot of folders on my desktop. When I completed an edit, I texted it to my sister, and she would either approve or respond with notes of what she wanted changed. Sometimes I exported the video up to 5 times before we ended up with the final product. Early on, we would surprise each other with song selections, but toward the end, we had a big brainstorm list that we chose from together.
65 were from our childhood, 50 were from musicals or movies, 23 were Dr. Oock's arrangements, and he even wrote this arrangement for us by request.
Empty pockets.
15 were counterpoint duets where we sing different melodies and lyrics to the same chords.
We have a song. Sometimes I hide.
10 were chosen to celebrate or acknowledge a specific day. 8 were by our favorite musical composer, Stephen Sondheim. His music's very hard, and we challenged ourselves to put these out every 10 days starting on day 20. If you take a look at our fake New York City billboard on day 80, there's actually a lot going on, including screenshots from the 6 Sondheim pieces we had done up until that point. 6 were requested by family or fans.
To our little brother Thol.
And 5 were from Danny Kaye Movies, who was our favorite actor when we were growing up.
He's so dreamy. One video that came together surprisingly fast was the lusty month of May. I realized in late June that it would be a perfect way to celebrate May 1st. Lian came up with the arrangement, my kids picked wildflower weeds from the front yard, and the whole thing just kind of fell into place.
The one I had the most fun making was Faithful Forever from Gulliver's Travels. My sister sent me a video of herself singing the song. She initially intended to be the prince, but I decided to make her Gulliver and turn myself and our cousin Allie into the tiny people of Lilliput. I filmed myself as the princess and as the prince's body, and had Allie send me footage of herself as the prince's head. I kept this a secret from Lon, and the idea of sending her this ridiculous video as a surprise was so funny to me that I couldn't keep it together during the filming.
Sister-in-law Julie requested I Can't Help Myself, also known as Honey Bunch by the Four Tops. We did our first filming, didn't like it, went outside, did a second filming, also didn't like it, came back inside, did a third filming, added a piano track, and we still didn't like it. The only way we ended up thinking it was good enough to put out there was after Lian edited everything into a wacky ensemble piece. Somehow it became a fan favorite.
Everywhere I see.
I love Dr. Dr. Uke's arrangements and was drawn to this one because of its charming little call and response. I sent Lan myself as an orphan boy, and for whatever reason she sent me herself as a unicorn. Very random. My husband's name is Bill, and I used a picture of him that he didn't even know existed until this video came out.
Fisticuffs.
They Might Be Giants when we were younger, and in fact it was one of our very first CDs. We were talking on the phone late one night and couldn't stop laughing at the idea of turning our heads into particles and triangles. Lean's husband is a video editor and helped us achieve this effect.
We also ended up making Cowtown, so together those were our They Might Be Giants duo. We put one out on day 82, which was Lan's birth year, and the other on day 85, which is Leon's birth year.
We're down to the final stretch, the last 10 days, last 10 videos, quickly running out of time. We didn't like the way one of our projects, The Sound of Silence, was coming along, so we quickly scrapped it and shifted gears. We turned to my favorite things. Leon used an arrangement by Dr. Uke, and I wrote out vocal parts.
I was having a really busy work week, and all these last minute changes were really stressing me out. One of my props was the wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings, and in the middle of filming it accidentally fell apart, and this made me laugh, which loosened me up, and that's the take that I ended up using.
I started ukulele in 2017. My friends and I formed an uke band called Oli Oli Ukestra. We made 70 videos. Most were shot and edited by my husband, and Lan was in 7 of them. Then the pandemic hit. And to stay connected, I started making remote videos with friends. I made 19 of these, most of which were done at the same time as the 100-day project. So here's a look back at the 7 videos Lan and I made before this project started.
Oh, don't deceive me, sisters, sisters, because I love you truly. But tonight you belong to me. Boom diada boom diada boom diada boom diada boom.
Thank you to everyone for sending in your questions.
We enjoyed reading through them, and we hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes.